You've seen it in every painting. That single peacock feather sitting gently on Krishna's crown. But why? Was it just beauty or something much deeper? Long, long ago, Krishna spent his childhood days in the beautiful green forests of Vrindavan. He wasn't just any boy. His eyes sparkled like stars, his smile, oof, and his flute, oh, his bansuri could make even the stones dance. When the divine melody floated into the air, it was absolute magic. Animals stopped in the middle of whatever they were doing. The wind slowed, and even Surya Dev seemed to wait. Birds stopped singing. Even the river seemed to pause and listen. Well, simply put, the whole world listens. Now, among all the birds in the forest was the peacock. Proud, dazzling, loud. I'll come to the peacock a bit later. So ध्यान से सुनना. One evening, एक भयंकर तूफान आया. Thunder roared, trees bent, animals ran idhar udhar. And then, through all that commotion, the most beautiful, melodious, magical music was heard. It was Krishna, sitting under a tree, playing his bansuri, eyes closed. The storm vanished, and all the animals and birds returned, humbled, quiet. They now knew who he was. Not just a boy, but the supreme, the divine, the almighty. One by one, the birds came forward, offering feathers to honor him. The eagle brought a feather of gold, the swan a pure white plume, the parrot offered a green shimmer, but the peacock, let me tell you about him now. Nearby, there was a proud group of peacocks. Oof, full attitude. They believed they were the most beautiful creatures in the whole jungle. Listen to that Krishna. He only knows how to play the flute because he's not as colorful as us. Krishna, being the cool guy he was, just smiled listening to them and kept playing his flute. Wow. Even the clouds stopped crying. The trees leaned in. The cows gave extra creamy milk. The peacocks, they couldn't help themselves. Suddenly, they started dancing. And how? Wings spread wide, spinning in circles like they were doing Nataraj fusion with Bhangra. They danced and danced and danced and danced until their feathers fell to the ground. Krishna stopped playing. One peacock picked up a feather, the most beautiful one, and in pure humility and devotion offered it to Krishna. I am not worthy. I dance in vanity. I call attention. I am pride, not peace. I'm sorry for being so proud and arrogant. Please forgive me, Krishna. As a token of my eternal gratitude, please accept this. It is the most precious thing I possess. You are self-aware. You are honest. You've bared your soul open. That makes you worthy. Krishna gently tucked it into his hair. He said with a twinkle in his eye, "Let this feather remind me of your devotion and joy." Krishna wore the feather, not as fashion, but as a symbol of love, humility, and harmony with nature. Since that day, the peacock feather has adorned Krishna's crown. And wherever Krishna walks, in Vrindavan, in battle, or in hearts, that feather remains as a reminder and a symbol of humility, love, and joyful surrender. The peacock feather on Krishna's crown is proof that what Krishna values is not power, but purity of heart. He accepts us not when we are perfect, but when we are honest, humble, sincere. The moral of the story is no mystery. Arey, this happens even now. Every day. Your colleague in office shows off their new iPhone 27, 15, 18 Pro, Max, Zoom Ultra, whatever. Your cousin on Instagram posts their gym selfie like they only invented muscles. And you play your own tune, do your work, spread kindness, and one day, boom, your moment comes and your peacock feather finds you. It's not about being the loudest in the room. It's about making people feel something real, like Krishna did, with a flute and a smile. So darling, remember, When you play your true tune, the whole world dances with you. Let that be your feather. Let that be your style. Not loud, not fake, but full of heart. Love the story? तो like करो, share करो और subscribe ज़रूर करो. And हाँ, comment below. What's your peacock feather? Something simple that brings you joy? Let me know, darling.